Hello and welcome back to the workshop. Tonight's project is looking at a very old Roomba that was given to me recently. Now, I've got no plans for this other than just to maybe clean it up, look at it, kind of compare it maybe to some of the newer Roombas that I have. But this Roomba was given to me by a extended relative. Was my wife's brother-in-law's brother, so would that make him my brother-in-law? Whatever, doesn't matter. In any case, just gonna tear into it, take a look at it, clean it up a little bit. What I'm gonna do with after that, I don't know. But let's take a look. Anyhow, this is a Roomba 2.1, which I'm not sure the year that this was made. Probably the mid-2000s. I'm going to see if I can find any sort of dates perhaps on this. I've let it charge now for most of the day. It says the battery's charged. I'm willing to bet that's not going to give me very much. Let's take a look at it. So the model is 4108. Battery is here. Let's take a look. So the battery has, let me pop the battery out. Let's see if I can do this. Squeeze it in and pop it out. Yep. Back in when you could easily pop out the Roomba batteries. I wonder if that's the date code. 060925. Might be 2006 September 25th. Let's see if there's a date. There's a date here on the bottom of the charger here too. It's 0050720. So 2005, 7th month, July 20th. Maybe. So, in any case, right, it is, let's see, it's 2003, it is 18 years old, or coming up on 18 years old, maybe? 17 years old? So really no plans for it, but I'll see how well it works, see if that battery took a charge or not. This is, what is this voltage of this thing? This is a 14.4 volt nickel metal hydride battery pack. All right, take a look. Let's go ahead and pop the dust bin off. Looks like it was fairly recently emptied. Set that to the side. And just start pulling some of these parts off. It looks like that clip is broken. Doesn't look right. Yeah. So on newer models, this retains into place. Brushes come out much like that hasn't changed by much. Lots of dust. Always find it interesting on how much of a detective work you can kind of do when you're pulling apart Roomba brushes, rubber band. I'll bring the trash can over. Oh, one thing I just noticed is the this dirt sensor, where dirt impacts that piezoelectric, and it's whenever a piezoelectric has a force against it, it creates a little voltage or amperage. I forget which one it is off the top of my head. But that's how the Roombas detect that there's dirt or an excessive amount of dirt in an area. Got some twine. Looks like there's some Easter hay, from an Easter basket, grass from an Easter basket. Always wound up here. A lot of dust and fibers. The bearings come off. wrapped there. That may be why we always tend to lose those. Now we're not really capturing that bearing much anymore. Let's throw it off to the side so I don't lose it. Maybe clean up some more of this roller brush. I mean, these first or second generation Roombas are pretty basic in comparison to what they are now. Now we've got cameras on them. All right, so that roller is cleaned up. Spend a little bit here time just cleaning up this guy. And just fibers. Maybe some real grass. Yep, fiber. Lint. Lint. Could spend all day going through one of these brushes. Somewhere I have a Roomba brush. You're supposed to be able to comb that. That bearing has slots in it to come out, not easily. Let that one lie. Let that one stay. All right, take a look. What else is in here? This thing got really light. Normal lint. Something wedged down in here, purple. Let me get to that. Ooh. Nope. Lost it. It's wedged up at the top there. There. Looks like almost a cap to a pen. Alright, it's trash. So I find it interesting that like all the wiring is very exposed in comparison to the new ones, where on the newer ones everything's very well hidden, tucked in behind panels. I mean, I could start taking out some of these screws and pulling it apart, but I'm not sure I'm going to get to much. I mean, this is effectively the chassis that everything is bolted to. Not a whole lot to it. Let me go ahead and get the vacuum and start cleaning out some of that. Make sure I don't lose that bushing bearing. You know, with any sort of product design, things evolve over time. I am entertained by how little this corner brush is. I'm going to go ahead and pull that off because on the newer ones, right, that's a place that fibers collect underneath of it. That feels like a, yeah, screw that comes off. Yeah, that's completely clean under there. That is a brass center there where that screws into. That's a machine screw. Here, camera. The newer ones are just plastic with a that goes into there. So put that back on. There's really not much to clean up. Yeah, really? Yeah. This cage. This cage is broken there, so it's lost the retention for that clip. There's a little screw or little spring there. I'm sure I'm gonna puncture myself with if I'm not careful. Well, that might have actually been what helped break that plastic. Just a constant pressure of that spring onto the plastic. Yeah, probably bet that. That's pretty well cleaned up. As far as the dustbin goes, there's not much in here. Interesting, I find interesting. It looks like there is the dust, so they've got a light indication for bin full. But it looks like the sensors for that bin full detection is vertically on either side of this dustbin. The fan blows out the back for the suction. 2 pins for the power. So that would also lead me to believe that since there's only 2 pins, you'll be running the fan and checking for bin full at that time. So if the Roomba's off, it's not going to show bin full or not, because it's unlikely that there's any power there. Does it? Yeah, there's a filter here. Filter slides out. Come on. Oh. Not sure that filter has ever been cleaned, or it's been a while. It's a layer of lint. Trapped up in there. It's like a drier layer of lint. All right, that's back in. All right, pop it back together. See if we can run a little bit. The charging base, the home base here. I mean, they don't use this style anymore. Contacts look nice and shiny, as do the contacts here on the bottom of the room, and those look good. So let's see, let's put that back in, and that back in. 2 rollers are in. And then the cage, hold it into place. That one's broken. Put you back in there. And let's see, contacts over, battery contacts over here. Clicked into place. Now the moment of truth. No, power. Turns on, green light, lighting up the buttons. Yeah. As soon as I started the clean, battery light goes to discharged. I find it funny though that it's like the exact same tones. Those same tones are used on the new Roombas too, or at least in the I-series that I have. So, battery's most likely gone on this thing. So, that's what I'm going to do with it yet. But there it is. Some more. More coming out of it. I was really hoping it would run. But not to be. In any case, thanks for joining me here at the workshop. If you enjoyed today's video, please give a thumbs up. If you want to see more content of the random projects that I do around here, please subscribe. And as always, please comment below. Thanks and have a great night.